subtle. This whole Panchakosha Viveka is also a journey, cognitive journey, taking you from gross. First there is a Sthula Sharira, that is negated. Then Sukshma Sharira is negated by negating first Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, and ultimately to the consciousness, Atma. So also here, the teaching tradition takes you from gross to slowly to the subtle, and the subtlest Atma. And the very peculiar nature of Atma, it is all-pervasive and still beyond everything. Sarva-vyapi as well as Sarvatita. Please understand, Vedanta talks of non-duality. When you say Sakshi, Sakshi is not enough. The witness is there, but then the witnessed is not separate from the witness. That's a peculiar relationship. The Sakshyam is not independent from the Sakshi, which never is the case. That only makes it Advaitam. That means this Sakshi of a given physio-psycho complex is everything. I am not a Sakshi of one body, one mind, one intellect, one thought. No, I am the witness of, I am that witness which is that which is all-pervasive as a substratum. The world is not separate from me. Exactly like dream. I see the dream, but dream is not independent of me. Generally they are separate. The whole dream world I pervade. Nothing is away from me. That is the vision. And this has to be communicated. And therefore you require a teacher. Not knowing the Shastra, people keep talking, Atma Sakshi hai, and they talk of meditation sessions, witness session. You keep on witnessing all this, and then you are realized because you are established or you are abiding in the Sakshitvam of the status of Sakshi of yourself. That's not the Tatparya. To de-identify with physio-psycho complex, temporarily the status of Sakshitvam is superimposed on Atma. And then told, when you say I am Sakshi, that means you discover I am not body-mind complex. And then it is told that Sakshi is someone from whom the world is not different. Sakshi is Sakshyam. The typical methodology. And this is the Purnamada. Otherwise there are so many Sakshis like Sankhya. Sankhya philosophy believes each one of us is a Purusha and Prakriti is separate. Purush Prakriti Veda also is given to it ultimately to discover that Prakriti is not independent of me, the Purusha. Prakriti cannot exist without me. I am the Purusha who is all-pervasive. So that is what it is meant by Vishnoho Paramam Padam. That is why we see the wives of our Bhagavan. Lakshmi ji is the wife of Vishnu. Parvati is the wife of Shiva, and they tell, I cannot be without you. But Shiva doesn't tell. Vishnu doesn't tell. That Brahma doesn't tell. But she says, I cannot be without you. What does it mean? Maya dakshena prakrutihi suyate sacharacharam hetunanaiva kaunteya jagat viparivartate. I am the substratum. Because of Prakriti also. Prakriti is, we'll see in the next mantra, is enlivened by me. The existence and the spurti, the capacity, power of the Prakriti is because of me. I am the one who gives that Satta Spurti. So, that Purusha Prakriti Viveka is ultimately to tell that Purusha is, and the Prakriti is non-separate from Purusha. First told it is away and then told not away. Such contradictions are there, and you need to see through and through the contextual meaning. Therefore, you need a teacher. Shastra cannot be studied independently. You may talk of ethics independently, but you cannot study Shastra independently. And for that, this Guru Prasadhanam and proper attitude towards Guru Shraddha, Vitto Bhutva, Atmana Atmanam Pashet becomes necessary. So, that fellow who has that attitude, who has a teacher, who not only knows the Vastu, but who knows how to communicate the Vastu also. Shrotriyatvam is very important. Otherwise they throw sentences like floating gems and sausage in the wind. They say Atma is like this, Sakshi, blah blah. So many people talk. Even our newspaper have some supplements every week, Dharma supplement. And every Tom, Dick and Harry writes into it. It's just senseless. And they talk of inspirational statements, which is again senseless. You don't require inspiration. You require clarity. So, that is what it is, Vishnoho Paramam Padam. Now, these Dvaitins introduce Vishnu Padam in some loka. You go there and they have very, very flowery imagination that Vimanam will come. Some plane is going to come to pick you up. That is not clear whether charter or general domestic flight you have, regular flight. It is not clear. But I guess it must be domestic flight because there are so many Vaishnavas living at the same time. There cannot be charter for that person unless he is extraordinary bhakta. There may be a charter. Abode of Vishnu. There is one adjective, Paramam. Not understanding Sanskrit, that translates supreme abode of Vishnu. What is supreme? It's an undefined word. There is supreme consciousness. Paramatma. I am supreme consciousness. Param Atma. Atma is self, supreme self. That's not a meaning. Paramam means Desha Kala Vastu Paricheda Shunya. That is free from limitations of time, space and objectivity. That is at all the time, that is at all the places, and that is in all beings. That also half-heartedly they interpret. Vishnu Vaikuntham is Paramam, all the time it is there, indestructible loka. But that's okay, all the time it is there, but not all places. Vaikuntha should be everywhere. Time, space and objectivity. Desha Kala Vastu Paricheda Shunyam Paramam. So, that cannot be Vishnu Loka. That Vishnu, I had told you earlier, in Sanskrit, the word described the Swarupa, the nature of a Vastu. Because the nouns are formed through verbs. And I gave example, Rama. You can give so many, like Shariram. Shiryamanatva, that which is constantly decaying, disintegrating is Sharira. That's the definition. Samsara, Samyak Sarati iti samsara, which constantly keeps moving, constantly changing. And it changes so swiftly that you don't recognize. You don't see the change. This is Maya. And every day you look into mirror. And some people look into mirror nth number of times. At home also they spend time. In elevator also they look, I look all right. And in car also they'll say to this, he look all right. He thinks I am the most beautiful or handsome. Ask her how much you are. Doesn't want to see the face. And then when he parks the car, again checks. And going to office, again checks. All the time. In washroom, all the goes on. But every day, when the sun sets and sun rises and next day rises, it eats away some chunk of your prarabdha. And so closely watching the face. This is Maya. Each one of us watch our face so closely. Still, we don't recognize the changes. And then somebody tells, hey, you look, he doesn't like it. You look older. No, the worst thing I find, especially when you meet somebody, children, those are 8 or 10 years, and then 3-4 years later, suddenly teenage grows, maturation. Hey! They say the boy has grown, baby moti thi, boy has become older. Baby moti thi pakaga, tu gaido tha. They have grown, but you are old. You don't see that. I don't see I am growing old, but you think I am the same. That's Maya. Shariram. Shiryamana, samsara, samyak sarat. If you go to Bombay and travel in a bus, best bus, the conductor keeps shouting, Pude sarka, pude sarka, pude sarka, pude sarka. Pude means forward, sarka means move forward. Because everybody stand near the gate where the entry gate, not alighting gate. So he keeps pude sarka. Samsara is nirantar sarka. It is samsara. Similarly, the Vishnu is the one who is all pervasive. Ve veshti vyapnoti sarvam iti. Therefore, Paramam. It pervades everything, means every form is His, every place is He, every time is He. Yaccha kinchit jagat sarvam vyapya drishyate shruyate piva antar bahishya tat sarvam vyapya narayana sthita. Narayana is all pervasive. That's a Vishnu. So Vishnoho padam doesn't mean Vaikuntha Loka or Sakyat Loka or some Dhama. It's not the place he is talking about. Vyapanashilasya Vishnu. Vyapanashila, which is pervasive, that is Vishnu. Padam means sthanam. That is a place. That means that is Swarupa. Vishnoho Padam means Swarupa, not sthanam. You don't go to place. If it is going, you are certainly going to come back. Anything you gain in time T1, you will be thrown out in time T2. However long it may be. There is no possibility. Thing which is finite remains finite. Your efforts are finite. And the punya is finite. How can a finite punya give you infinite phalam? It cannot. Mathematics, simple. So, Vishnoho Padam, that which is all pervasive. That means that which is not separate from me. That is the end of the journey. Discovering that which is not separate from me is the end of the journey. A journey which was not there at all. What is moksha? Moksha is a discovery that I did not work for moksha. Why? I am already free. I am already mukta. Na baddho na mukta, na guru na shishya, chidananda rupa shivohamsya. I am already free. Till that discovery comes, till then you have to pursue moksha. The very pursuit of moksha, the seeking for moksha, is a denial of the sort that is you. The very existence of very seeker implies the denial of the sort. I am seeking fullness, but that means you are not full. Yes, I am full. Only spelling is different. F-O-L. You are full. F-O-O-L, not F-U-L-L. That fullness is denied. That is your swarupa. Then only search for fullness starts. The existence of a seeker is denial of the sort. That is me. The whole process is to lead you to the fact the sort is you. That's all it is. You have not to work for anything. But you work till you discover that I need not work. One has to work. That doesn't mean stop studying. No. Better study hard so that you own it up, this fact. That is called Vasudeva, who is all pervasive, who is all inclusive. That includes me as well. And I am not away from him. That discovery, Vasudevo Aham, I am Vasudeva, that is moksha. Non-duality in spite of duality. Oneness in spite of differences. There is difference, but there is oneness. The level of consciousness that I discovered. That is, but it is supreme nature. Supreme means limitless nature. Don't translate it as supreme. Parama means limitless. I am not supreme Atma. I am limitless Atma. Now, he continues further with the shloka when the next mantra. The travel from gross to subtle, gradual travel, is being explained here in next two mantras. What is the travel? What does it mean by Vishnoho Padam? That is being revealed here. So, look at the mantra. Indriyebhyah parahyarthaha arthebhyascha param manaha manasastu para buddhihi buddhiratma mahan parah indriyebhyah parahyarthaha arthebhyascha param manaha manasastu para buddhihi buddhiratma mahan parah. Together. Indriyebhyah parahyarthaha arthebhyascha param manaha manasastu para buddhihi buddhiratma mahan. Arthaha indriyebhyah paraha. Arthaha means Vishaya. Paraha means they are superior, they are subtler, they are inner, they are more powerful. All these meanings are applicable for paraha. Compared to sense organs, arthaha, objects are more superior, or more subtler, more powerful, more pervasive. And then Arthebhyascha Param Manaha. So the Manaha means Antakaran or Manas. You can simply say Manas. That is Param compared to Artha Vishaya, objects. Compared to objects, mind is superior, mind is subtler, mind is pervasive, mind is power. All these meanings. Then Manasastu Parabuddhi. Manasastu, so beyond mind or superior to mind, Manasaha tu. Tu on the other hand, what is beyond mind? What is beyond this perception? He says Buddhi. Buddhi is beyond the mind. Okay? And what is superior to Buddhi? Buddhi Atma Mahan Paraha. Compared to Buddhi, what is superior? Mahan Atma. Doesn't say simple Atma. Mahan Atma is Mahan, though in translation it is great self, but it is not great, it is the greatest self. Or the limitless self is superior. We'll see this mantra in the evening class. Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Namaha. Hari Om.